Welcome to Inside Insight, your quick hit of tips, tools, and trends for manufacturing, distribution, and Dynamics 365 Business Central, brought to you by Insight Works.
Okay, let's kick things off. If you've ever found yourself drowning in paper checklists for quality control, or maybe wrestling with spreadsheets trying to track everything in manufacturing or distribution, then this deep dive is definitely for you. Today we're looking at Quality Inspector v7.21. It's a solution built for managing quality processes right inside Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, our goal. To see how this really moves quality assurance away from, paper stacks and into the digital age.
Exactly. And it's crucial to understand why this shift matters so much, particularly if you're a manufacturer or distributor. Think about it. A faulty part slips through a manual check. It gets built into something bigger, only caught later. That rework. It can cost, easily 10 times more than catching it right at the start at receiving.
Yeah.
So the real aha moment with Quality Inspector is how it can actually block that bad inventory before it causes problems downstream.
So it's not just about saving paper, it's about preventing those costly mistakes early on.
Precisely. It's about driving consistent quality, cutting down errors, staying compliant. And crucially, it does this by letting you define rules and track everything in real time, all within Business Central. No separate systems needed.
Okay, so integration is key. Let's drill down a bit. What really makes Quality Inspector stand out from maybe other approaches?
Well, for me, number one is that native Business Central integration. It's not just bolted on, it's woven right in. Your quality data, it lives in the exact same place as your inventory data, your production orders, everything. It's like quality control finally speaks the same language as the rest of your operations. That eliminates data silos almost instantly.
Right. No more manual syncing or copying data between systems. That makes sense.
And you mentioned flexible test templates earlier.
Yeah, that's another huge piece. The ability to tailor those inspection forms. You can add numeric fields, text boxes, check boxes, even image uploads. It means you capture the specific data you need for your products. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing.
And all that captured data, the results, notes, any pictures, it all lives together centrally. Yep, all centralized, which from a compliance standpoint, it's fantastic.
I bet. Having that single source of truth must be invaluable for audits or traceability.
Absolutely. That centralization is what enables the system to do things like automatically block inventory movement if a test fails, or enforce retesting. It builds those quality gates right into your standard workflow. No more, oops, that shouldn't have gone out.
And it automates generating the inspections, too.
It does. During key moments like receiving goods, finishing production, even handling customer returns, it helps make sure those checks aren't missed. It shifts quality towards being proactive, not just reactive.
Okay, so that brings us to the latest update, v7.21. I was looking through the notes, and it seems like this version adds some really practical, time-saving features. Less friction, more user control.
That's a good way to put it. They're refining the user experience, removing those little annoyances.
Like this one. You can now quickly check item availability while you're creating a test. No need to jump to another screen just to see if you have the stock. That sounds small, but it adds up.
It really does. Those little context switches eat up time and break concentration.
And for assembly operations, tests can now launch automatically right when assembly output is posted.
Oh, that's smart. So the moment it's reported as finished, boom, the quality check is triggered. Reduces the risk of things getting missed later on.
Yeah, tighter control. Another interesting change is how it handles notifications about dispositions. The test outcomes like pass, fail, retest.
Ah, yeah, the blocking messages.
Exactly. Instead of those pop-ups that stop you in your tracks, it uses more subtle background notifications, less disruptive to your workflow.
That's a much better user experience. Keeps things flowing.
There's also better tracking for return purchases now, assigning tests specifically to goods coming back from customers.
Good for managing RMAs and understanding return reasons.
And finally, you can launch tests directly from warehouse entries. So for things tracked by lot or serial numbers, you can initiate checks right from the warehouse record itself. Streamlines quality for tracked inventory.
So if we zoom out a little, these specific v7.21 features, they might seem like small tweaks individually. But together, they really reinforce that shift towards proactive, truly paperless quality management. Think about the background notifications or checking item availability right there. It makes doing the right thing, the quality thing, easier and faster. It fosters a quality culture.
Right. So wrapping it up, the core value here seems to be about seriously cutting down on rework, boosting traceability, and just modernizing how quality control is handled, all inside that familiar Business Central environment you already use.
Definitely. And it leads to a bigger question, perhaps for you listening to consider. In today's complex supply chains, when you have this kind of integrated, automated, proactive quality system, what's the value beyond just compliance? How much does it really impact things like your brand's reputation or maybe customer loyalty? Things that are, harder to put a dollar figure on but are incredibly important. What's that ripple effect?